Hi everybody, it's Patsy here again with your reading for Aries for the month of September 2017. Thank you everybody for being patient. Trying to do the best I can here. So let's get right into the reading. You know the spiel. I already cut the cards, laid them out. We're going to be doing a reading. The first part of the reading is going to be with the Tarot of the Orishas deck by Zolrak and Durkon, and the next part of the reading is going to be with the Conscious Spirit Oracle cards by Dreyer, and then we're going to do 5 cards at the bottom here with the Romance Angel Oracle cards, and I'm also going to be pulling from the Iyanla, Vanzant Until Today cards to see if there's any messages that correspond or any other information. All right, so I've already shuffled, pulled those cards, and we're just going to get right into the reading, okay? The card that was at the bottom of the deck when we started your reading, Aries, was the couple, okay? And the couple, having this at the bottom of the deck, it's saying that you're concerned, or this reading is going to be concerned about relationships, love relationships, okay? Someone needs attention, or you may be needing attention, but these are two people who need each other's support. And this also could be talking about weddings and engagements, okay? So that's the general theme of this reading, okay? So let's see what else we got today. All right, so first card that you got in this reading was Oshun. Okay. All right. So Oshun talks about sensual love. Okay. She talks about seductiveness. She also talks about love games, great attraction. She also talks about jealousy, exciting times, femininity. It also talks about a hidden knowledge, someone who just knows things, okay? This person could also be a social worker. She could work as a lab technician, someone who's involved in social sciences or sociology or scientists, all right? She could work in a pharmacy. She could be a pharmacist. She could be a social psychologist. She could be a social scientist. It could be a man like that who displays those same tendencies of sensuality and sweetness. Okay, so this is the card that came up first for you. Card that came up next was Chango. Now, Chango and Oshun were married, all right? They were lovers, all right? So that kind of goes along with the overall underlying theme, all right? But Chango talks about fairness, talks about justice, talks about studying, all right? There might be some tests coming up, tests for work, or there may be some tests that you may have to pass. Someone could be putting you through some testing, okay? Talks about an impartial person, but someone who is equitable and impartial, okay? It talks about equality and equity, and it talks about contracts, talks about a courtroom. Okay, it also talks about a father figure, strong man, someone that doesn't say much, but he does a lot of thinking. He protects the home, all right? He has secrets that he's not sharing, and he has his reasons, okay? But he's very strong, and he's very strong-willed. But all in all, he is a fair judge, okay? He is a he does the right thing. He has some integrity. Okay? So that could be the person that you're interested in, or that could be you, Aries, because to me, the Orishas are basically fire signs, especially Oshun, and Shango is fire. You know, he's the god of thunder. When he speaks, it's the role of the thunder and lightning. Okay, he is just strong, fiery. Okay, earthy also. So the person could be maybe an earth sign, someone that you're involved with. All right, a thoughtful person though, definitely, but strong. Okay, so Oshun and Shango. Okay. The next card that came up in your reading was Two of Air. Again, talking about love. All right, we're talking about deep love, a true love. All right, swans mate for life. All right, this is making decisions about love. This is also talking about the love of a lifetime versus till death do us part. All right, they don't necessarily have to be the same thing, and I'm saying that because in the case of Shango was married to three different women. Sometimes it was simultaneously, but for the most part, it was at different stages and different phases of his life. And being married more than one time doesn't make you a bad person. And the person that, you know, just because you had a bad marriage or something happened, everybody comes into our lives for a reason, you know. And even though it takes a long time to get to the point where you can just like say, okay, that was a lesson. But most likely it was a lesson for both of you. There was something that you had to travel through and something that they had to travel through. Because we're all here on our own soul's missions, okay? And so sometimes in retrospect, after you look back on it, you may be able to accept things, how they happened and why they happened the way they happened, maybe one day. But we should strive to do that. But anyway, this talks about making a decision about love. So somebody needs to make a decision about love. Okay. Next card you got was the Eight of Water. Okay. Eight of Water reversed. All right, now when I see this card, to me, this is telling me that your ancestors are speaking. It also tells me that your ancestors are protecting you in the midst of a really bad storm. Okay, this is the way the card looks upside, right side up. Okay, the octopus seems to be pulling that ship down to the bottom. All right, but you got it in the reverse, and to me, it says that the ancestors are holding you up. That you'll go through it, but they're going to be there to steady you and to keep you from capsizing. All right. The Eight of Water talks about reflections. In reverse, I'm sorry. In reverse, it talks about reviewing and reflecting on things. This also talks about perhaps a water sign, Scorpio, around you. Also talks about abandoning worldly things, evil things, and evil people. All right, becoming more of a seeker of spirituality and happiness. This talks about victims being victimized by their own fears. Okay. So what I'm getting here is that someone has been in such a depressing or overwhelming situation for such a long time that they feel like they can't move. Someone may be in a relationship where their partner has them over a barrel, where they really can't move, that they really can't see themselves rising out of this. And even if they were to get away from this relationship, that there's a lot of scarring that's going to go on. You know, there's a lot of healing that's going to have to be done, because it's just been so, it's been weighing you down for such a long time. So that's what I'm getting. And that you become, when I'm saying you become a victim of your own fears, you are a victim. You've been victimized for such a long time. You've been taken advantage of for such a long time that when you get a chance to escape, you're afraid to do it because you really don't know how to live out there. You don't know how to do it without this person, like the Stockholm syndrome. I spoke about that to somebody else. The Stockholm syndrome. You know, it's like you can leave, but you've gotten comfortable in this place, and you're looking for somebody. The next person may treat you the exact same way because that's what you think a relationship is. So that's what I mean by the victim allowing their fears to victimize them again. Okay, so that goes because you tell yourself the same thing that the person that's putting you down is telling you. You know, to the point where they could stop, but they've been doing it. They could be gone. They don't have to be anywhere around, but you keep replaying that same ugly tape in your head, that same ugly video, all the nasty things that they said, no matter how wrong they were, and no matter how much you already knew how wrong they were. There's something there that still stings. There's something there that still stings. And this also representing Scorpio, perhaps. And what do Scorpions do? They sting, right? So, but they sting to protect themselves, as do human Scorpios. Okay, so we have to find out why we treat each other the way we treat each other. We have to get to the bottom of it. And if we can't resolve it within the relationship that we're in, please clear it up before you get to the next person, because you don't want to draw in that same negative energy, and you don't want to be unable to fully engage in a real relationship because you're just waiting for the other shoe to drop, you know, or you're always on defense or on guard. You know, you're always checking to see if somebody's taking the money out of your bank account, or if they're listening in on your phone calls, or if they're, you know, mirroring the your screen or whatever, so they can see whoever you talk to or whoever you text or whatever. I don't know, but they're all kind of, you know, I spy things out here for idle minds that have nothing else to do with themselves. And they can learn and buy and hire people to do all kinds of stuff. People are, you know, jealousy is a strong emotion, and some people just don't. They just let it get the best of them. All right. Sometimes it's justified, and sometimes it's not. The emotions that they feel, but the actual feeding into the jealousy and allowing yourself to, you know, like fall down that slippery slope, don't do it. It's really not a good look, and you don't have to be jealous of anybody. And Aries, you know that. I mean, come on. So I don't even know what's going on right now. You're in a weakened state or something, or are we just talking about somebody you know? Or are you doing this to somebody? Okay. Alrighty. Next card is the Ten of Water, reverse. Okay? Ten of Water, reverse. Also talks about A water sign. This could be talking about a water sign. Okay, this talks about delayed happiness or past happiness. Okay, this is the way it would look right side up. Okay, and right side up, it's like 10 fish, and they're all like flying fish, you know, and they're going to the top. All right, their information, they're working together, and they're trying to get ahead. All right, in reversed, they look like they're pointing downward. This talks about confusion. This talks about a family crisis or family in crisis. Again, happiness that may be in the past, thinking about happier times with the family. This could be talking about greed. It could be talking about lust. Could be talking about treason. Okay, and adultery. And it's also talks about loss of your moral values. All right? Treason, loss of moral values, a family in turmoil, crisis, delay, lost happiness. So this could be a reflecting back on the relationship that you're in now, that you're concerned about. If you're concerned about a relationship, that's what this is. So there's some underhanded stuff going on here. Something is going on behind the scenes, or not even behind the scenes. You may be very well aware of it, but it's got you depressed and it's got you down. And or your behavior may have gotten someone down, someone who loved you, someone who thought that this was it, that this was till death do us part. Okay, maybe someone you were married to or had one of those really long-term relationships with. Someone you may have children with, because this talks about a father figure, and Oshun is a mother figure. She's not as motherly as Yemiya, but she is definitely a mother figure, and she's nurturing and she's sweet. So, all right, let's see what else is going on here. Okay, excellent. So you got the Sun card upright. Now that is wonderful. All right, Sun card talks about balance, talks about new beginnings, changes, a sunny outcome, a bright future, justice, karma. Okay, talking about things being done in order, sunrises, sunshine, sunsets. Okay, so this is a great card to have here. All right, somebody may be turning over a new leaf. Okay, but you got the Sun card. That's great. Okay, let's see what else we're doing here. Sun card. All right, let's see here. All right, next card. Okay, Three of Earth. All right, so this talks about a family working together as a unit, cooperating with each other. Okay, talks about providing for a family. This talks about maybe a parent who works outside of the home and the other parent that gets to stay home and be with the children. All right, and that could be either parent. All right, to me, To me, it talks about maybe maternity leave. Okay. Talks about talent and wisdom working together. All right. Working together to take care of the family, working together to take care of the children. This could also be talking about a parent that maybe is living there, but they really aren't participating. I call it a non-participant parent. Like, you live there and you take care of the bills and all of that stuff, but you're so busy working and on your days that you're off, you're doing things, trying to catch up, but you're really not intermingling with your children. You're not building you're not spending enough quality time with your children, even though you're busting it out. And even though they may even have another parent that's there with them while you're at work. So they are being parented. They're not just being left to their own devices. But it could be still something that you need to maybe be aware of, or take note of the fact that you still need to put in the quality time with your children, because sunrise, sunshine, sunset real quick, and the next thing you know, they're big and grown and they got kids of their own, and you're looking like, what happened? Because you were working and you were doing the right thing, you were providing. But parenting takes 100% effort, and you got to give as close to 100% as you can. Even if you're doing the 50% and your spouse is doing the 50%, that's good. So now you need to find a way to get some more points on the scale for yourself. Again, you're working out your own soul salvation. You're working out your own parental relationship with your kids. Don't leave it up to your spouse to be the one to develop that relationship with your children. Okay? Because one day you may be the only parent. So you have to get a rapport with your children. You should think about it. Okay? Just because that's not the way we were raised and not the way we grew up and whatever, doesn't mean that we can't change it. And if you know that your spouse is busting their butt and doing work and working overtime and things like that, well, do what you can do to make special time for him or for her, he or she, with the children when they are available. And for Christ's sake, don't be talking stuff about them when they're not there to defend themselves, because that's majorly wrong. Majorly wrong. All right? You got nothing good to say? Keep it to yourself. Certainly don't talk about your children's parent to them when they're not there. That's not cool. In a negative way. You want to say good things? Sure. If you're going to be cutting somebody down, don't cut down anybody to their children. You may not understand this, but it demeans, it takes something away from the child when they hear the other parent saying bad things about the parent, their other parent. You're putting them in a real messed up place. You're putting them in a space they shouldn't be in. And I know it's hard to do that all the time, because sometimes they do take you there. Not the kids, but the other parent. But try to be mindful of doing it and try not to do it. Even if you have to go out in the car and lock the door and talk to yourself. Even if you have to go out in the car, lock the door and call that person up and give them a piece of your mind, cuss them out. Don't let the kids hear you. Do it away from where they can hear you. Go to the car. Go to the woodshed. Go to the garage. Wait till they're in school. Something. Text it. Don't do it. Try not to. I know it's a lot to ask sometimes, but we have to try to work on ourselves. And it's not going to happen overnight, but we got to remember that we have an obligation to try to improve ourselves and to be a better person today than we were yesterday. Okay? That's the whole idea, right? Growth and learning. All right? And again, if you need to talk to somebody, you need counseling, go talk to your pastor, mental health professionals, whomever. Get some help. Learn how to talk to each other and how to separate your anger at that parent or your frustration at the other parent and separate that from the way you interact with their children or your children in regards to them. All right. Just had to get that out. Don't know why, but somebody needed to hear that. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to stay on here all day because we have been running out of space on this thing, this tablet, whatever it is. And that's why it's taking me so long to get these things done. Anyway, moving right along. Next card we got here is the Five of Water. Five of Water reverse. Now this is what the Five of Water looks like in the upright position. This is somebody that is getting, like the pariah are going for his feet, something, the swamp creatures, the whatever dangerous fish are going for his feet. He's holding on by a limb, trying to keep his head above the water. And he's just holding on for dear life. He's struggling, but he's holding it. He's holding it, and his head is still above the water. Okay? But you got that in the reverse position. All right? Actually, it's actually better that you got it in the reverse position. This talks about having hope, okay? A new sense of hope. It talks about, to me, it's saying that God is having pity on you and throwing you a lifeline and giving you a chance to clean up your mess that you are currently drowning in. Okay? This talks about new friends and different values. Okay? So there's changes going on around you. Something's changing, okay, and you're getting yourself out of a situation that had you thinking that you were drowning, okay? And you had people who were just waiting for you to fail. Parasites, hangers-on, users, bottom feeders, folks looking for the scraps off your table. Okay. Next. Wow. Five of Water. And that could be, all right, so could be a water sign around you. Okay, or maybe you are dealing with a water sign. All right. Aries. What's going on? You're going through something. Could have to do with your marriage or relationship. And something's been weighing you down a long time. Some way that you've been treated. Some way you're being treated by your partner. You feel it's unfair treatment. And maybe you feel like they're turning your children against you, or your friends have turned against you because of it, and you don't feel you deserved it because you worked hard and you were a provider, or the person that you're with feels that way. They feel that they're being mistreated by you, and that could be a water sign. Could be a water sign that thinks that you've treated them unfairly, that you've turned the children and the family against him or her. But I think this is maybe, both things could be true. Both things could be true, but you feel like you're being set upon. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so the next card came up as a pair. Very interesting. Very interesting. So the cards you got here were 3 of Fire reversed. Now, how pretty is that card? This is what it looks like, all right? And it's all gold. 3 of Fire. Again, we're talking about you, fire sign, or it could be someone around you who's a fire sign also, all right? And you know, the other fire signs are Sagittarius and Leo, all right? So, this is reversed. And up with it came female issue reversed. Okay? Female issue talks about those issues are the crossroads, okay? Someone that has opportunities for you, or can open roads for you, can bring you information, knowledge, opportunity, roads, okay, the crossroads. But both of the cards came reversed, all right? And it's said to me that that there's a female that might be blocking your path right now. The female that may be trying to take something that they're not entitled to, or steal something from you, because the 3 of Fire upright, those are that's a big bag of gold, all right, surrounded by torches, lamps, lit up. And it's very, very bright. If you saw this in person, this card seems to shine by itself, honestly. It's beautiful. If you also look closely at the gold, some of the gold, maybe nails, there may be some nails in that gold too. But it's a lot of gold, and it's shiny, and it's beautiful. But it's upside down. Okay? As if it's going to be robbed or dropped or lost. And the female issue in the reverse talks about blocking a path or closing an opportunity. Right? So, female issue in reverse also talks about making hasty decisions. Okay? And disloyalty, opportunism, infidelity, being taken advantage of by a seductress or seduction, someone who's blocking your progress, or someone that is working against justice with tricks. Now, hold on. Okay, sorry about that, folks. Anyway, where was I? Okay, the Three of Fire reverse also talks about hasty decisions. Excuse me. With the female issue, talks about making hasty decisions. Okay, the Three of Fire reverse talks about lies and false statements. Someone trying to grab the gold. Okay, like trying to get whatever's fallen from the sacks. All right, talks about vanity and materialism, providing over spirituality, with a woman who is trying to be an opportunist. Okay, someone who's disloyal, someone who's taken advantage. Someone's taken advantage by seductive means. It's someone who's trying to stand in the way of justice by playing tricks. Okay? So there's a tricky woman in your midst. And this earlier, this card here, or Shun, talked about a woman who is a social scientist, sociologist, smart woman, subtle woman around you, sexy, seductress. And this is also talking about that same type of energy, someone who uses their femininity to get their way. Even though they're a smart person, they're a business person. I'm getting they're a smart person, a business person, but they use their and a beautiful person, a good-looking person, but even if they're not extremely beautiful, they're attractive, seductress, and they know how to use their talents, right? We talked about all-knowing, someone who knows a lot more than they're letting on. So this could be two different people, or this could be the same person around you. And I'm getting intuitively, it's saying to me that there's someone around you, maybe a lawyer, someone involved on a professional level, a counselor. You know, when you go into like negotiations, you don't go in front of a judge, but you, both sides, you know, take depositions from each other, and this particular person can basically make an agreement between the two parties. They're not the judge, but an arbiter, maybe? Yeah. Someone like that who will look at the situation and then make a recommendation to the court. And if both parties agree to it, then they don't have to go in front of the judge. And there may be a situation like that for some of you this month, Aries. Maybe you're doing some paperwork, some contracts, and whoever does this kind of work, I'm sure that they get a percentage of the proceeds or whatever, just like an attorney would get a percentage. So maybe there's a person that is not being fair, and they're in a position of authority like that, and they make you think that they've got your best interests at heart because of the way they speak with sexy words, or very, you know, flirty, or maybe that, you know. Oh, wow. Okay, all right, wrong. I just got like Phaedra from the Housewives, like that kind of spirit. Wow. Oh, please, no shade. Phaedra. But that's what the spirit just gave me. Somebody like that. Somebody like that. Okay, that kind of energy. Be careful. Be careful. Sorry, Phaedra. No shade. No. She's not even the worst. She's not even the worst. She's up there, but she's not even the worst. And I don't watch it well enough to know what's going on, but I did see the reunion. Oh my Lord, have mercy. Ugh. Anyway, the next card that you got in this reading was the water element. And the Orisha. Orisha is like the magician, okay, in the regular tarot. So, water sign. There's a water sign around you. And this tells me that you have all the tools you need to get this problem solved. Okay, you have the tools you need to fix this problem. Again, your partner may be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. All right, so this is the water element being represented here. Water is also cleansing. Water is love, right? And the answer may be love. Answer may be love. Answer may be love. So, what are they saying? Okay, Orisha is a victory. Okay. So maybe the answer to this is to just go forth with love. A new beginning, something clean, start all over again. Or just be careful of this person here. And set out to look for love. Make love happen for you. Make love happen for yourself. Be careful of contracts. Be careful of who you have representing you and what they're doing. Okay? If you're in a situation where you're going to be dealing with contracts and there's no man involved with it, then just check on whoever around you. Maybe one of the men involved, maybe one of the lawyers or the judge or somebody is a fire sign. See if you can find that out. So a fire sign would be like yourself, born in March or April. December would be, November and December would be Sagittarius. Late November to middle December would be Sagittarius. Leo would be the middle of July till the middle of August. All right, so if there's not a man around you, if there's not a woman around you, it may be a fire sign male. And if the attorney, the social worker, whoever is doing the negotiations, the mediator, whoever the mediator is, okay, if you're going to family counseling, maybe the court orders it or something like this, this person may be making you all go through more sessions than you need, or stretching this thing out a bit because they want to try to just get some money out of your insurance or billable hours. You know, maybe they're spending time going over things with you about your case. You know, you're going out to lunch and she's picking up the tab. He or she's picking up the... And you think, oh, this person is so nice, so cool. No, those are billable hours, boo. Watch these people. Watch that person around you. People take advantage of people when they're going through things. Okay, let me get going before I run out of space. So, we're going to look at the first set of cards, the Conscious Spirit Oracle cards by Kim Dreyer. Now, the first card was Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, beautiful. All right. I'm grateful for the strength and courage that the Archangel Michael brings to my life. All righty. So, this is about fighting the battle and being protected. All right. Again, to me, this reminds me of a fire sign. It reminds me of a fire sign. Okay, just like the card Oshun that it would have been on top of. So, you have to be courageous and strong and grateful for whatever is going on in your life. Okay? Roads are being open. Archangel Michael is comparable to Eshu or Allegra in Yoruba. Archangel Michael was the Catholic saint that the Yoruba synchronized with Allegra. So he is a protector, he's the archangel, and he opens your way, opens doors. Okay, so courage and strength. Next card, Conscious Spirit Oracle brought you was the Sun Goddess. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card again. All right, and that's another fire sign, the sun. I celebrate each sunrise and recognize the healing energies of the sun. Okay, be grateful. Be grateful for the days. Be grateful for the experiences. Be grateful for the healing. All right, so you got the Sun Goddess here, and you got the sun down here. All right, in the bottom part of the reading. I'm thinking that everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be good, Aries. And there's going to be healing. When something is exposed, that's what I'm getting. Something will be exposed. And then things will be healed. Something's coming out to light. Something's going to come to the light. And everything's going to be fixed. Everything's going to come out in your favor. Sacral chakra. Sacral chakra is all the way down in the bottom of your body. I feel comfortable in my own body, and I'm sensitive to other people's feelings. This is a 10. The 10 is 1 and 0, 1. Okay, so this is about being comfortable in your own body and being sensitive to other people's feelings. Again, another fire sign. This isn't, to me, this is another card. All right, this is about your sexual selves, your sensuality, your sexiness. Okay, talks about being comfortable in your body and sensitive to other people's feelings. Don't let somebody play you. Don't let somebody play you because of sex, all right, or seductiveness. That's just what I'm being told to say. You have control of who you allow to get you like that. All right, don't fall for it. Don't be a victim of your own fears, right? Don't be a victim of your own fears. Be sensitive to other people's feelings. A lot of brightness going on in this reading there, Aries. But that's good. It's fire. Fire. You're a fire sign, so good. Balance. Balance. I understand and embrace the opposing forces in life that bring about balance. Working with your partner, working with other people, balance. This reminds me of the Chariot card. So I see movement. There's movement in this card. Balance. Abundance. Wow. Abundance. I am grateful for the abundance nature and the universe provide in my life. Beautiful. And this is coming from the earth. Okay. There's earth and air and water and light, fire. Yeah, light is fire. But there's a lot of water and air in this, and earth in this. But the light coming down here. And this is abundance. I'm grateful for the abundance nature and the universe provide in my life. Oh, it's telling me you need to be a little more grateful, Aries. Maybe you need to express your gratitude to your partner. The balance. Maybe they're not hearing it from you. Of what they've put into the relationship. And you need to be grateful to the divine. You need to be grateful to your ancestors, your spirit guides, your creator, whatever you call him or her. You need to show some gratitude for the abundance that you have. It's not a question. That's why this chick here is trying to get some of it. You got it, and she wants it. Whatever crumbs, she wants the bigger crumbs. But you need to maybe communicate with the other person if this is about a divorce, and let them know that you don't trust this person, okay? And if you think that they're like just doing billable hours so they can bill your insurance or you know, bill you at the end, take more money, talk to your the other person in the relationship and say, listen, what are we doing? Don't let yourself fall victim to it because of a pretty face, you know. That girl is poison, right? Never trust a big butt and a smile. Oh, Phaedra again. All right, so that was that part of the reading, okay? The relationship that you're concerned about. Let's see what else. Let's see what the Romance Angel Oracle deck has to say, okay? So the first card, engagement. Okay. And that was with the Sun card. Okay, so your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. All right. So you could be getting engaged, or you could be communicating better with your partner. Okay, because engagement is not only, you know, getting an engagement ring or setting a date to be married. It's also about engaging, again, being part of the family, not being an absent parent, engaging with the family. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitments again. So maybe the love that you could show could take this out of the realm that it's in, that it won't be the end of a relationship, at least long enough to get rid of this poison. Next card, religious factors. Okay, so there may be something going on, your belief systems, maybe your the way that you look at family, the way you're raising the children. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and your spiritual path. Okay, so again, this could be the end of the road, and this person could have, served their purpose in your life, and now it's time for you to move on. All right, you have changed your mind about certain things, or you've learned certain things. Okay, again, it could also just be talking about your parenting styles, all right, or what you believe your role in is in the family. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. No, this is about flirting. And again, I'm talking to you, telling you this. There's somebody around here that's going to be doing some flirting, and it's going to end up being a problem. They're trying to get you. Okay. This was over the 5 of water, talking about people who were just trying to feed off you, bottom feeders. And that was the card that went with flirt. So maybe the people who are flirting with you are the bottom feeders. This chick. The next card I got in the reading for you is let your friends help you. Yes. Ask for help and accept support from others. Check out references. Do some Googling. Okay? Check out the LinkedIn pages for these people. All right? Find out what's happening with these professional people in your life. Do some checking. Hire somebody. Well, I don't know if you need to go through all of that. Just be aware, ask around, and if you feel something is wrong, speak to the judge about it, because the judge is a fair person and they're going to listen. Honeymoon. Enjoying the bliss of holiday time together. Honeymoon. Okay, so what this is telling me is that things are going to work out. Everything's going to be fine. You're going to have a renewed relationship, or a new beginning of a relationship. You could be getting married, because we did get an engagement card here. And then you could be going on a honeymoon, and you need your friends to help you get it together so you can get your wedding together. Because this could be something going really quickly. All right? So, that's what the Romance Angel Oracle cards had to say. Now, the Conscious Spirit Oracle cards also gave you this card. Find your bliss. Wow. Look at that, Aries. That is light and air. Oh, and fire and movement. Wheels, things changing, turning. Oh, wow. I'm following a path I love and am fully aligned to my soul purpose. Make yourself happy. Come out from whatever it was, whatever you were under, and just try to find your bliss. Try to make yourself happy. All right? Sometimes relationships don't work out, or they've worked as far as they're meant to work. And that could be what's going on here. But there's a lot of light in this, a lot of fire, a lot of passion. Oshun and Django are a very passionate couple. Couple here, very passionate. Honeymoon. Honeymoon is also represented by the couple.